Hello, and welcome to this presentation on branding your business, what to do and what not to do with me, Aaron Johnsfield from KBB Supply Services. So we're going to try and keep this video quite short and sweet because it's just the best practices really. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you're in the KBB University, so I'm sure you'll know who I am by now. My name is Aaron Johnsfield, construction industry for 20 years, own business for 10 years. We're a multi-award winning installation business in retail and contracts. We're a seven-figure business and growing. We ourselves, as well as being a supplier, do over 1,200 installs a year, sometimes a lot more. And I'm the founder of KBB Supply Services with a vision to change the industry, which is to put all the power into your hands, the sole traders of the industry who are the true experts, so you have the opportunity to grow your own businesses or earn the money that you should be earning from having your own supply and fit service. But part of that is, and the purpose of this presentation is branding your business properly, because some of the stuff that we get brought and some of the things that people show us are just quite poor. So we do have a lot of services. So at the time of recording this video, we can basically take care of all your branding. So if you wanted to just stop watching this video, email us and just get in touch, that's fine. But if you're going to do some of it yourself, watch this video and just make sure that you don't fall down some of these pit holes. So we'll go through how to brand your business properly, shifting your brand perception from sole trader to proper business, which is, even if you're a one-man band, you don't want to look like one. So, you want customers to come and spend big money with you. So they've got to think you're a bigger deal than, a man in a van. And there's nothing wrong with being there, but customers is better if they don't know. The do's and don'ts when creating your brand. So what we'll cover, we'll go over leaflets and literature, websites, logos, brand colors and brand names, vehicles, clothing, like signage basically, and then email signatures. So leaflets and literature, really important this to leave with customers. Now we have this booklet here. You'll see that's a service brochure. So if you have one of our websites, we can just do them for you, like at the click of a button, because we've got all the design work from when we did your website. So these service brochures basically just pull in all the information about you and your business. It's not about product. I'm assuming as well that you've probably ordered brochures with your own logo on them, because ideally you want to go to the survey with your brochure with your logo on it, and this service brochure with your reviews in it and just more information about your business. If you leave that with a customer, you've got such a bigger chance of converting the sale. The leave behind stuff is really important. Then we've got like document wallets, so you can go to town on it and put a warranty card in there and all sorts of stuff, and leaflets and whatnot. It's really powerful stuff, this, but it needs to be done right. As you can see, the design work on this, these are actually examples of ones I had done years ago in some of my old businesses. So you can see the detail that we went to in terms of creating it, and we've just replicated this for you guys, and the feedback we're getting is really good. It's helping people convert sales for sure. Websites, let's move me over there. So websites, we've got do's. So plenty of pages, depth in the site. We don't want a 4-page website. Get a professional to build it. Look like a proper business. A cheap website looks like a cheap website. Professional branding throughout. Blogs to position you as the expert. Genuine reviews from customers. Case studies from previous work so people can relate to the sort of stuff that you do. Online survey booking system, which is really, really important. We've got lots of videos in the university, I'll say lots, as 2 or 3, about the online survey booking system. There's one about Calendly if you're going to do it yourself. If you want us to do all that for you and build you your whole sales process from start to finish, go and watch the CRM demo and walkthrough video. I think you'll find that very interesting, and I'll remind you about that again shortly. We want to make sure your certificates are up to date on your website. The amount of people that send us URLs saying, can we check the website out, and we go on it and the security certificate's out of date. I mean, you've got no chance, have you? Ensure all the links work. Again, we get duff links sometimes, page 404 errors. It's like, bloody hell, what chance have your customers got if we can't get on there? Use a landline number, not a mobile. Plenty of ways to get in touch, and follow-up emails from the contact form. So when someone puts something into a form on your website, that whoever's put it in there gets an email to confirm that everything's been received, okay? So they don't move on thinking that it didn't work. Don't is Don't have cheap, shallow sites with only a few pages, as I've said. Make sure we've got in the do's list, we've got a deep website with plenty of pages. Don't look like a sole trader, even if you are, like I've just said. Don't be lazy. Don't do it yourself and don't get your mates to do it because, it never ends well. And you'll end up just getting rid of it because it won't work. Don't forget to keep the site live. As I've said, make sure the links are working. Don't forget to check the links in the website, not just the URL. Don't use a mobile number. Don't use an Outlook or a Gmail or a Hotmail. And don't forget to follow up on the emails that have come through the contact forms because that would be a bit daft. If you do miss things and you're not that savvy with all that type of stuff, then you definitely do need to go and look at the CRM, which will just take care of all that for you. And it will automatically follow up to these inquiries without you knowing or being involved. So what I would do as well on that subject of websites, go into the university or back into the KBB University. If you've not already watched a video on websites, please watch it because there's a lot more depth about websites in that video that you'll find very useful. So logos, colors, names. Again, the do's list is get a professional to design the logos. If we're building your website for you, that'll be part of it. Usually people have got half decent websites, but I think for a logo, you're not looking at big money for a logo, but make sure it's not a stock image logo that obviously like a million other people have got. Do look like a proper business, spend a bit of money on the logo, not big money, 50 quid, use calm colors. You don't want bright, loud, brash looking logos. Think about your target audience, think high-end expensive, make sure the logo looks like it would belong on a decent high-end website. Think what your customer would want to see. A picture of a hammer is clearly not, like it's like, you know what I mean, don't you? Like, a really crap looking logo. It's not what a customer wants to spend 30 grand. It's not going to entice them in, is it? Make it clear who you are and what you do. Remember, this is a premium service. You are offering now an end-to-end service. It is a premium service, so the website and everything around it should look premium. Otherwise, things won't look right. And make it special. If there's something sentimental, you could make it personal. Don'ts, again, it's the same don'ts list as before. Don't look like a sole trader if you are. Don't put daft logos on there that that are clearly stock images. Don't be lazy. Again, mates, keep them out of it. Don't use the bright colors. Don't use words that appear low end like outlet, cheap, refresh, stuff like that. We want to make sure this is looking like a decent brand. Don't use cheap looking stock images on your website. It's not difficult to get some images of your previous work. Yeah, we can use some stock images, but really good quality ones. Some people just put all sorts on the websites and you're not fooling anyone if you do that. I wouldn't use initials if you can help it as well. Obvious initials in the name, it's just something, again, it just looks small. You want to think of something nice. Vehicle, clothing and signage is exactly the same list again because it's practically the same thing. It's all the same stuff. It transfers straight over, so the list remains the same for your vehicles and signage. Because really, once you've got your branding done, usually you'd start with a website. Ideally, you start with a website and you get your branding. So what we do is we build your website, we build your brand guidelines, and then everything gets designed from the website after that point. So any vehicles, any literature, anything like that, any clothing always ties into the look and feel of the website, which is something that is overlooked a lot because people go to all sorts of different places to get different bits done for the business, and none of it looks like it belongs to the same business. So really, really important to make sure that the continuity is there. Again, vehicles, get a full wrap if you can. Add QR codes to it. Add the reviews platform. Add your website URL, your phone number, and please keep it clean because it's representing you and your business. This is one I had done for one of my businesses a few years ago now, and this would still look good today because again we spent money on the design. We made it look right, and we do get people booking in from this little QR code on the door, on the side and the back door, because we track it and we know that people book from that. So that wrap has paid for itself many times over. So it's definitely worth doing. Emails. we're gonna, emails are, we want to make sure emails look really good. Use a proper email signature software. I use something called ystamp.com. Again, we want things to look professional. So use an email that is hosted with your domain. Again, not your Gmails, Outlook, stuff like that. Add your links to your bookings. So I put Calendly links there, but that could be links to your CRM. So we'd either use Calendly or we'd use the booking system within the CRM system that we would build for you. It depends which one you decide to use. Some people start with Calendly, but then they transfer over to the CRM at some point. Add your logo, add your image, have a disclaimer at the bottom. General email disclaimer. You can grab them off the internet. Use a landline on a proper business address. You can get a business address for not a lot of money every month. I'd keep it away from your house, so it just looks more professional. So you can get like PO boxes and business addresses, mailboxes and stuff like that are quite inexpensive. I would certainly recommend doing that. And again, I'm always going to keep reminding you, it is a premium service, so we don't want to start making it look cheap. Don'ts on the emails is don't use the Outlook, Hotmail, that type of stuff, and don't forget to do everything on the list opposite. So that's if you're sort of not using the CRM, because if you are using our CRM system, so say if you use the full system that we do the full sales process for you on, that links into your website, the emails are all taken care of within that, and we design all that for you, so you don't have to do any of this because we'll make sure it's all done for you. You still have to make sure that you're providing your landline and stuff like that and your address. You'd have to do some stuff, but the vast majority of this will just be taken care of for you. That's an example of what my emails look like, just so you can see what they look like when they're done properly. What I'd say at this point is head into the KBB University and watch the video on the CRM system. This takes care of all your emails and some, looks after your whole sales process, does all sorts, does your social media and everything. It's ridiculous. And just keep checking back to the KBB University for content on running and growing your business. And if you need help, email us, marketing@kbbspyservices.co.uk. And that's it. So that's branding your business. I've tried to keep that as short and sweet as possible. Make notes, go back and watch it again, but make sure you're following these guidelines when you're thinking about either rebranding or becoming a business from scratch. Whichever one it is, make sure that each one of those points is covered and we're not scrimping on any of the detail, because it will bite you later on when you look at it and think, I need to change that. And if you've got it like plastered all over everything at that point, then it's very difficult. Okay. Right. I hope that was useful. We'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.